Hello learners, my name is Hitesh Desai, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, Ganpat Pasekar College of Education. The topic for today is Introduction to Research Methodology in Geography. So as we have begun with, the module talks about the method of data collection. Moving to the next. Let us see what is data collection. It is a process by which researchers collect the information needed to answer the research problem. It is also the task of data collection being after a research problem has been defined and the research design is chalked out. So, in a research, data collection is one of the essential part of the study. Now let us see, in collecting the data, the researcher must decide the following things. First one is which data to be collected. Now, which data to be collected is one of the important factor in the research. The data that need to be very accurate, the data need to be very constructive for the study. How to collect the data is a second question. Who will collect the data and when to collect the data? These are some of the key factors which are very important in research. The selection of a method for collecting information depends upon research availability, credibility, analysis and reporting. Methods for data collection. As we all know, for the method of data collection, two principles are being used, that is primary data collection and secondary data collection. Primary data collection mainly deals with those data which are collected for the first time and are original in character, whereas secondary data is the data which is already been collected by someone else and we are using it as it is for our own study by giving the reference. The collection of primary data can be done in the following ways. The first one is observation method, followed by survey. Next, we have the interview method. Moreover, it can be a questionnaires and also it is schedules. Let us see what is observation method. Observation method is a method under which the data from the field is collected with the help of observation by the observer or by personally going into the field. Second one, observing may be defined as a systematic viewing coupled with the consideration of seen phenomena quoted by P.V. Young. Now what are the advantages of observation method? Observation method produces a large quantity of data and that data is obtained which is usable. This technique can be stopped or began at any point of time as per the researcher's availability. Disadvantages of observation method. Interviewing the selected subject maybe provide more information. Economically, waiting for the spontaneous occurrence of the situation and the extensive training is needed. Now basically observation method deals with the pure observing into the field wherein researcher has to be very punctual, researcher has to be very precautious in observing the thing by taking the matter into the consideration of his own study. Secondly, we have the interview method which is very much common. Interview method for collecting data involves the presentation. It can be the oral, verbal stimuli and the reply in terms of oral, verbal responses. Interviewer asks the question which are aimed to get the information required for the study to the respondent. Advantages of interview method. More information at the greater depth can be obtained. Resistance may be overcome by the skilled interviewer. Personal information can be obtained from the persons. Now let us focus on the disadvantages of interview method. It is one of the very expensive method. It is time consuming. Interviewer biasness can happen. Respondent biasness can happen. So we shouldn't overlook this things in order to get the data in interview method. Moreover, the next one we have is the questionnaire, and which is very much familiar in today's society. A questionnaire is sent, it could be by post or a mail, to the person concerned with a request to answer the question and return the questionnaire. A questionnaire consists of a number of questions printed it in a defined order on a form, wherein a respondent has to fill the question according to which the data can be collected. Now, what are the essentials for the good questionnaire? It should be short and simple. One should follow the sequence of a question from easy to difficult one. Technical terms should be avoided in order to get less confusion. Should provide adequate space for the answer in the questionnaire, and sequence must be very much clear. Let us focus on the advantages and the drawbacks. Advantages goes like, it has a low cost, free from the interviewer biasness, and large sample can be used. Disadvantages are, it is very much time consuming, the respondents need to be educated and cooperative, this method seems to be very slow, and possibility of unclear replies. So, while preparing the questionnaire, we must also think for the disadvantages and the advantages that can be seen, or we shouldn't overlook it. Now, the last one is the schedules. Now, schedules are very similar to the questionnaire method. The main difference is that the schedule is filled by an enumerator who is specially appointed for the purpose, and the enumerator must be trained in administrating the schedule. Here, the person is appointed and that person needs to fill the data wherein the respondent has to answer it, and the administrator, or we can say the enumerator, must fill the data based on the respondent which are given by the responder. These are my references for this module.